107 episodes ago. Wow, that's a lot of episodes. I still can't believe that this show's gone on this long. But seriously, 107 episodes ago, way back in April of 2018, about a week before my birthday, I opened up this gem on camera. This is You Don't Know Jack for the PlayStation, released in 1999. You Don't Know Jack was a game I had originally played on PC, on my then girlfriend, then eventually wife, then turned ex-wife. At her house, I had played this, and I loved it. It was very adult. The humor was very adult oriented, sometimes a little bit on the sophomoric side. Yet the trivia was challenging enough where you really had to think about some of it. It was both in core subjects and in pop culture, so you had to know a little bit, or actually a lot, about both in order to do well in this particular game. And the PlayStation version was a very good conversion of the PC games, and I had a lot of fun playing this. So being able to open it up on camera was awesome. And I still replay it every now and again, both this version and also the version on the Nintendo Wii, which is also very good. Today's episode is a sequel episode, so we've waited only 107 episodes to get to it, and we're going to open You Don't Know Jack Mach 2. And as you can see, the box art is very similar, and I did pay $10 for this, so this is a pretty nice find. This was released a year after You Don't Know Jack in the year 2000. The supersonic trivia dogfight is what's promised here, and we'll take a look at the bullet points here on the back of the case, and then I'll talk a little bit about the game before we go ahead and open it. So, you think you know everything from the Big Bang to Wu-Tang? Well, think again, because you don't know Jack. Man, I love that line. Buckle up, baby, because this game show where high culture and pop culture collide takes you from the green room to the sonic boom so fast you just might get whiplash. Behind the wheel is one hilarious host, and when he kicks it up to Mach 2, your TV will never be the same. 50 themed episodes, everything from teen angst to toilet humor, 1, 2, or 3 players, battle to justify your place on the evolutionary ladder. Lightning fast questions, your brain will quiver like a bowl of pudding. Screw your neighbor. Think your opponents are as dumb as they look? Force them to guess. Screwing your neighbor is one of those features of the game that makes multiplayer a lot of fun. Vibration compatible. If the host jabs don't have you shaking, the DualShock analog controller sure will. So, again, this was released in 2000. This is a follow-up, a direct follow-up to You Don't Know Jack. But there are some important differences in this particular game that we'll get to that make this one, sadly, just a step below the original You Don't Know Jack release. So, again, this is brand new. We have our little ID sticker right there. Why does it say Havas? This is a Sierra Attractions release, Starsphere, doing the development work on this. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to open this up, and then we're going to talk about the game itself. And let's see if I can do this without my scissors this time. Opening PlayStation games is a little more difficult because you really can't get scissors in there that easily. There we go. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to... Oop, that didn't go quite the way I wanted. There we go. Talk amongst yourselves. Give you a topic, game show games. What do you like? There we go. I got it. There we go. So we'll take the wrapping off there, just like that. And we'll try and get the ID label off. I've had some struggles with these of late. Hopefully this one will not be that difficult. There we go. And when we open up the case, oh yeah, got the little bottom thing here I'm going to take off. There we go. When we open up the case, feel like we're on Deal or No Deal here. Open the case. When we open the case, we do have the You Don't Know Jack Mach 2 CD, and it is in that green, black, and silver color scheme right here. There's nothing sticking out like any kind of posters or anything, and that's okay. We'll go ahead and we'll take the instruction manual out, and we will take a look at what is on the inside. It is a black and white manual that's only about 16 pages in length. There's not really a lot going on here in terms of information. This is a fairly easy game to play. Pretty interesting here. Are you pissed about a question? You can go ahead and you can complain to Jellyvision. If your letter is entertaining, we'll post it in our kitchen. When you send us your letter, we own it and can use it however we want. So that's kind of funny. We do have a Sierra software giveaway card. Shout out to Lazy Game Reviews to LGR. Clint, this one's for you, buddy. Sierra Knowledge Adventure. You could win $500 of software first prize, $100 of software second prize, $50 of software for third prize. Does it give a date? Does not give a date. Oh, wait, there's some fine print. Entries must be received by December 31st, 2001. So I think I am kind of late to get this mailed in, and that is too bad. So if you don't remember how You Don't Know Jack works, basically is a series of questions. They are based on a theme. So they are episodes. There are 50 episodes here, and they're based on themes. So all of the questions have something to do with the main theme. Sometimes they're just basic questions on a given topic. Other times there are special questions like coinky-dink questions, for example. Or what else do we have here? We have when did it happen questions is another one, dis or dat. And of course, the very end, kind of like the lightning round called the Jack Attack, which is a round where you can make a ton of money or you can lose a ton of money, and it can change the outcome of the game completely. So these games are a lot of fun to play. Again, whether you're playing the PlayStation versions, the PC versions, the Wii, Xbox 360, PS3 versions, or even some of the brand new versions that have come out for PS4 and Xbox One. These are definitely worth playing if you are a trivia buff like myself. So, I did mention that there is something, or there are some things that make this game a little bit worse than the original. And the first thing, and no disrespect to the host who does the work for this particular game, but it's not Cookie Masterson. Cookie Masterson is the gentleman who does most of the hosting for You Don't Know Jack games. He has a very unique voice. When you hear it, you know who he is. The guy is very funny. His delivery is on point. I believe he does some ad-libbing as well. The guy is just fantastic. And You Don't Know Jack is not the same without him. And unfortunately, this particular game, we do not have Cookie Masterson at the helm. We have someone else. He does fine. He doesn't do a terrible job. His delivery is okay. But there's just something off about it, sir. If you're a You Don't Know Jack fan, you're going to notice this difference right away, and it'll kind of leave you scratching your head, or in my case, your bald head, because it does seem a little bit different. Also, and it's tough to see just because of the glare, but the on-screen presentation also looks slightly cheaper, slightly worse, I think, than the original version. If we bring the original game back into play here for just a minute, you'll notice like the font is different and it just looks a little bit cleaner, whereas Mach 2 looks a little bit dirtier and a little less organized. I don't like the new font either. So it feels like it's its own game, but at the same time, it feels like it's a step down. Still a solid game, still a solid trivia game. And when you're considering other trivia games like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, for example, which a lot of people didn't like, this game certainly has more than enough personality to make up for any kind of presentation differences that I can think of. Again, I paid just $10 for this, so obviously if you're looking for a used copy, you're probably going to pay a bit less. I really do, in all honesty, I recommend both if you have a PlayStation, because there are hours and hours of fun here, whether you're playing on your own or whether you're playing with friends, and it's a good time. Plus, it works out your brain as well. Always fun to open up game show games. I wish I had some more. I've done some episodes on those, and I'm certainly on the lookout for more game show games, and hopefully we'll do some more of those in the future. In the meantime, if you have played either of the You Don't Know Jack games, or any of them at all, I'd love to hear about your experiences with them. Please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I do promise to read what comes in, even if I don't always reply right away. I do appreciate the time that you put in and checking out my work. It really means a lot to me. As always, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you next time.